Oh, this is why. I'm guessing. Properties, test. Okay, there we go. I figured it out. I figured it out. Yeah, we figured it out. You can hear me. That's unfortunate. That is quite unfortunate, I gotta say. There's Barry. There's the GOAT. All right. Here we go. Test. Perfect. Okay, there we go. There we go. Refresh. Okay, it's not letting me refresh. I guess we're reading chat off of here. I mean, it doesn't matter anyway because I can't switch back and forth. All right, the draft is now underway. Let's go. The Bears are now on the clock. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's add window capture, add. Okay, I don't think it's going to let me yoink the graphic though, unfortunately. All right, yeah, they're on the clock because the Panthers traded up for Bryce Young last year, so yeah, it's not. That's unfortunate. Whoops. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's just do this. What if we do like okay, let's just do Caleb Williams quarterback USC and then okay, so I think this should be good. This should be good. I hope, dude. I hope. Okay. I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it, unfortunately. We will see. I'm not going to be spoiled by anything, though. Yeah. For those of you who just tuned in, I kind of reset the stream, honestly. I started a new one, actually, just because I was complaining a whole lot. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But I figured out everything, and then everything wasn't working. ESPN wasn't turning on. Um, Everything got deleted in terms of my stream, so it was a tough day, I do gotta say. But the Bears are a few minutes in. It's obviously gonna be Caleb Williams, so yeah, you're gonna be Caleb Williams right here. Crazy how this stuff is working right now. I'm just gonna double check and make sure you guys can hear me. Yeah, I think you can hear me. Just the draft is a little bit overpowering in terms of the sound. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, okay, you guys can. All right. Here we go. Bears have 5 minutes remaining. I'm curious and excited to see what the Broncos do. All right. Here we go. Okay. I'm leaving my phone off because I don't want to see any rumors or anything like that. But yeah, Bears are still on the clock. If you're just tuning in, I lost my on the clock thing over here because my software was being stupid. I should have saved everything, but I thought because it was automatically saved on there, it's going to be fine. But after 2 years, it got deleted. So I will try and probably work on that for tomorrow's draft. But for now, we're good because you guys can tell what's going on here. And there's not a lot of chatter, so you guys can ask me as well. You guys can ask me as well. Let's see here. They just added 9 minutes back to the Bears. I think. Okay, yeah, the pick's in. I was gonna say, yeah, the Commanders are on the clock. How to edit YouTube streams? Because I was getting a little frustrated and angry. Um, so because yeah, I'm gonna trim out be getting angry, and I'm just gonna go straight to the draft, honestly. But the Bears pick is in, and I guess the Washington Commanders are officially on the clock. We'll see what goes on here. Probably gonna be Caleb Williams. So let's not overthink it here. But yeah, the Chicago Bears pick is in. Of course, the Broncos we pick at number 12. Man, you guys know I want JJ McCarthy. I think there's a good chance we could trade up for him tonight. So any trade I'm seeing, I'm having a little bit of hope that it could be the Broncos. So we will see. We will absolutely see. Yeah, the Bears pick is in. They're congratulating each other. They also pick at 9 for now. We'll see if they move that pick eventually. They could. There's been rumors they might want to trade that pick, trade down a little bit today. Here is the first pick of the 2024 NFL Draft held in Detroit. Caleb Williams, quarterback out of Southern California. That is the right pick. His talent is great. There's been obviously character concerns. I don't know him personally, so I'm not going to judge the character, but in terms of talent, Caleb Williams was the number one guy. He was also my number one prospect in this entire draft. He was selected by the Chicago Bears in round one, pick number one. I'm giving that grade an A plus. One of the best quarterback prospects we've seen in some time. So great pick. Great pick for Chicago. Washington, the Commanders are now on the clock. My guess is this is going to be Jaden Daniels, quarterback out of LSU, but we'll have to see. I just want to test this. Is my trade alert still working? Okay, it is. My trade alert is still working. Chicago gets their guy at quarterback. Now the Commanders are on the clock. Commanders got about 6 minutes left on the clock. They got 6 minutes left. Let's see here. Yeah, their pick's not in, but I suspect it's going to be Jaden Daniels out of LSU. I am an LSU fan. This is a great pick, but even with me being an LSU fan, Caleb Williams was my number 4 quarterback. I obviously liked Caleb Williams. Drake May, I loved second in talent or second quarterback. My number 3 quarterback was J.J. McCarthy, which I know a lot of people would disagree with. And then it was Jaden Daniels. But Jaden Daniels and McCarthy are very, very close together in terms of the prospects, of being prospects. So, yeah. Okay, here's Caleb Williams' interview. Five minutes left. Good for Caleb. Good for Caleb. Heading to the Windy City. Yeah, they're showing all the previous quarterbacks that the Bears drafted first overall. Caleb Williams, Justin Fields, and, of course, Mitchell Trubisky. So, yeah, we'll have to see. The Commanders are getting low. Are they considering a trade? Are they? They could be. They could be, but the Commanders are taking a while. I thought, I know they take a while, and I love the suspense building up, and so I don't mind them taking the whole clock personally. Oh, Bo. Oh. Jaden Daniels and J.J. McCarthy are the 2 quarterbacks they're considering right now, according to Schefter. But like I was saying, I don't mind them taking the whole clock because they're on the phone with someone. I don't know. They might have submitted the pick. It looks like they have because they got their cameraman recording it right now. But yeah, I don't mind them taking the whole clock because I love the suspense. But yeah, we'll see if a trade takes place. I doubt it, but we will see. I thought they would have had their pick in with 6 minutes remaining, something like that. But there's 3:20 remaining, so they could be they could be trading down, but I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Still 2 minutes 30 seconds left. Unless the graphic's broken, but I doubt it. Okay, the pick is officially in for the Commanders. The New England Patriots are on the clock. Yeah, to me, this has got to be Jayden Daniels, though. Could the Patriots trade? I don't think they will. I think the Patriots are going to stand pat at number 3. I think they're going to take Drake May. But if they do trade, I think it's going to be to the Vikings. You know, I'm not going to say the Broncos. You guys know I want to trade up, but I don't think it is us. I think if we do trade up, the earliest will be at 4, but I'm expecting if a trade up happens for a quarterback, if they fall, it would be towards like 7, 8. But that's not necessary. We might not trade up, but that's kind of the spots that I do expect if we do decide to trade up. All right, the pick is in for the Commanders. Is the commish coming to the stage? I do not see him, but he could be. Oh, is that him? I don't know. I'm not gonna. There's a bunch of people walking by where the commish would come out, but here we go. Here is the Commanders' pick. Jayden Daniels. Jayden Daniels, the LSU quarterback. That's a good pick for them. Even though he was my number 4 quarterback, he's still a spectacular prospect. Now the Patriots are on the clock at number 3. This is the interesting part. This might be where the draft officially begins. Are the Patriots going to trade down? Are the Patriots going to stay put and take Drake May? It'll be interesting. It will be interesting, but you know, we'll have to see. Let's see here. All right. Let's see. I got to stop looking at my phone. I'm on my phone right now. But this is how picks get spoiled, and I do not like to be spoiled for the pick. Patriots about 6-4. I need to stop saying about, but they have 6 minutes 30 seconds left. The Patriots could consider a trade here. I think here, you guys know that I am a JJ McCarthy fan. I think if the Broncos I think the only way the Broncos acquire JJ McCarthy is if the Patriots trade down here with the Vikings. The Vikings come up, get Drake May. New England picks up both first-round picks from the Vikings, and they want Bo Nix later in the first. I think that's the only way we get him. But, yeah, we'll have to see. Will there be a trade? This is where it begins. This is where my heart is starting to pray, and this is where I'm getting nervous. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. So, The Patriots have 5:13 left on the clock, getting down to 5 minutes now. Let's see here. I hope that I'm not missing any chats because I don't see any on my screen here. Oh, the pick is in for the Patriots. I think this means that New England is grabbing Drake May, which means that I think it's very unlikely that we get I think it's very unlikely that we get JJ McCarthy, unfortunately. Unfortunately for me, because that's who I wanted. I know a lot of Broncos fans didn't want him, but for me, it is unfortunate. All right. So the Patriots, I think they go Drake May, but a surprising pick could be Marvin Harrison Jr. That would be shocking, but I wouldn't be surprised if they don't have their guy right here. Yeah, if they don't have their guy right here, you go and you grab maybe the best wide receiver prospect we've seen in some time. I think obviously you could honestly throw what's his name? Jamar Chase in there. I don't know why I blanked on his name, but yeah, you could absolutely throw him in that conversation, but dude, Marvin Harrison Jr. is amazing, dude. So I wouldn't mind if they did that, but I kind of highly doubt it. When you're this high, you have to take a quarterback. Okay, Adam Schefter just said they received calls from the Vikings and the Giants, and they're going to take their quarterback of the future here. So this is going to be Drake May, in my opinion. It could be J.J. McCarthy. I know there have been some rumors about the Patriots taking J.J. McCarthy, but I expect this to be Drake May. And yeah, they're getting their quarterback of the future, according to Schefter. So yeah, we'll have to see how this plays out. Schefter said that the Patriots were receiving calls from both the Giants and the Vikings, both wanting to move up, but there was a 0% chance they were going to trade up. So that is what was going on, according to Adam Schefter. But I believe this is Drake May, my number 2 quarterback in this draft. I think he's insanely talented, and this will be an A-plus pick when they make it. Here's the commissioner right now. Drake May, quarterback out of North Carolina. That is a fantastic pick. That is a fantastic pick. Here we go. Number 4, the Arizona Cardinals are on the clock. This is probably the first trade scenario for a team. The Vikings, if they want to come up, the Giants, if they want to come up, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe the Broncos want to come up. I mean, that's my personal hope, but I also know that a lot of Broncos fans don't want that. And quite frankly, I'd feel a little bit more comfortable trading up to the 7th or 8th pick, not giving up as much capital to go get your guy. That's where I'd feel comfortable, but I obviously don't have the inside information that a lot of the GMs and whatnot have on these guys. But yeah, Drake May, fantastic pick. This is absolutely an A+. He's going to the Patriots. Round 1, pick 3. He gets an A+ grade from me. I obviously predicted a trade here in my mock draft, but it's hard to predict trades and whatnot. So that's why I typically don't do it in my mocks, but I wanted to this year. So yeah, the Cardinals have 5 minutes remaining. Could this be the Vikings coming up? Could they want to go and get J.J. McCarthy? There's been rumors that they like Michael Penix as well. But there's a watch party at his old high school that's cheering him on. That's good for him. Good for him. Here we go. 5 minutes about left. 5:16 at the time that I'm looking at this. Here's the Patriots first round pick and Drake May. All right. Dude, I'm just looking at the score bug in the bottom left. I guess it's not a score bug, but I'm looking at the ticker, and I'm just looking for a trade because I feel like this could be a trade scenario, but if not, it most likely is going to be Marvin Harrison Jr. They're showing the Patriots' first-round picks. Of course, Drake May this year. In 2021 is Mac Jones. In 1993, it was Drew Bledsoe. Tony Eason in 1983. And in 1971, Jim Plunkett. Those are the 5 that they're showing. Since 1967, the modern draft era. But here's Adam Schefter. Not going to be the case that they're bouncing around the first round. They're going to stick at number 4. It looks like they're going to be taking Marvin Harrison Jr. to add a weapon for Kyler Murray. They're not trading the pick. The pick is in for the Cardinals. The Chargers are now on the clock. Probably going to be Marvin Harrison Jr. Maserati Marv is his nickname. His comp is Larry Fitzgerald. I hear that everywhere, but a lot of people have Larry Fitz as his comp, which it's a pretty good comp. And getting comp to a future Hall of Famer in Larry Fitz, can't complain there. But here is the Cardinals pick. The Chargers are on the clock at pick 5, which the Chargers, that's a real interesting spot. Could they go Malik Neighbors? Could they go Joe Alt? And Daniel Jeremiah, he said that they were going to take J.C. Latham, which is crazy. Sorry, I really had a sneeze there. But the Cardinals here at pick number 4, who are they going to select? Here is the selection, I believe. They're panning to the stage, which makes me believe the commission's coming out. Here is the commissioner with the Cardinals selection. Marvin Harrison Jr. Wide receiver, Ohio State. Now, the Los Angeles Chargers are on the clock here at pick number 5. What are they going to do? Are they going to trade out? There's been a lot of rumors that they want to trade out. Last night in Daniel Jeremiah's mock draft, they had him selecting J.C. Latham, the offensive tackle out of Alabama. They could go Joe Alt, the best offensive tackle in the draft. They could go Malik Neighbors, the best wide receiver available after Marvin Harrison. It'll be interesting to see where they go. They got 7 minutes on the clock to make their pick. They're probably going to be, I would assume they're looking for a trade partner right now, and if they don't, then we'll see. I want this to say the pick is in, personally. That's what I want. I want this pick to be in. I don't want them to trade out, because as you guys know, as a J.J. McCarthy fan, if this pick goes in, he's falling closer to the Broncos, and when he falls closer to the Broncos, it will be cheaper to trade up. We'll see. We'll have to see what Sean Payton and George Payton want to do in terms of the quarterback position. Could easily want to trade down and go Bo Nix. I wouldn't mind that either. I like Bo Nix. After McCarthy, I would absolutely love to take Bo Nix. At 12 would be a little steep. I wouldn't mind it. Would be a little steep. And then, trading down and getting him and more picks, that would be ideal. That would be ideal. If you guys saw my what I want McCarthy to trade up for McCarthy or Drake May. Obviously, May's gone. If that doesn't happen, I'd like, what was it? I said trade down and then trade back up, which trade down, take a player like an Adonai Mitchell in the later first round, and then trade back up into the later first round, like pick 31, and get Bo Nix. Then there's just one trade down and get Bo Nix, or stay at 12 and take Bo Nix, and then best player available at 12, we could go that scenario. We'll just have to see how it plays out. They got 5 minutes, 48 seconds left. The Chargers do. We'll see if they're looking for a trade. They could be looking for a trade right now, and I think they kind of want to trade down, but we'll see. Is my chat fine? Let me go to edit video. Let me look at the details. Customization. Yeah, we got live chat replay. For anybody who just no one's chatting, so I wanted to make sure that everything was good in terms of the chat. All right, Marvin Harrison Jr. is getting his interview right here. They're showing someone in the green room. I think it's like Malik Neighbors section of the green room. We'll see. 4 minutes left. For the Chargers, it sure seems like they're trying to trade down. All right, they're going to commercial break. Chargers have 3 minutes, 40 seconds left. I'm keeping an eye on the counter. I'm keeping an eye on the clock, guys. 3 minutes, 25 seconds left. All right, 3 minutes left officially on the clock. It does sure seem like they're trying to trade down. Hey, it's Jokic. I'm just kidding. They're showing a Guru commercial right now, Despicable Me commercial. Despicable Me 4. Two and a half minutes left. What are the Chargers going to do? The Chargers are winding down on their clock. 150. I think they are trying to trade down, which is unfortunate for me and my fellow JJ McCarthy fans who want JJ McCarthy to go to the Broncos if it is going to be a trade with Minnesota. Oh, it's no trade. The pick is in. The pick is in for the Chargers. They are not trading down. Could they not find a trade partner maybe? I mean, with Drake May off the board, there's kind of no urgency, really, unless there were teams fighting to get up, but in that case, they would have traded down. So I don't think there was really the value there to trade down, maybe. But who knows? Who knows? The Chargers pick at 5 is in. Who do I not want the Chargers to get? I don't want them to get Malik Neighbors. I don't want them to get Brock Bowers. And I really don't want them to get Joe Alt. Those are the top 3 guys that they're most likely to take. If I had to choose one, it would be Joe Alt because, while it does protect Justin Herbert, you're getting a solid tackle. I don't know if I want to defend against a playmaker like a Brock Bowers or a Malik Neighbors. And like twice a year, the Broncos having to defend one of those weapons, I personally don't want. I'd rather them take Joe Alt, but I would kind of want them to take J.C. Latham, who was mocked by Daniel Jeremiah last night. We'll have to see, though. Schefter's talking right now. Chargers are not trading. So the Giants are on the clock. Yeah, the pick is in for the Chargers. They're expected to use it on an offensive tackle and not a receiver. So we will see who the Chargers select here at pick number 5. Here is the commissioner. Joe Alt, offensive tackle out of Notre Dame. That's a good pick. What up, Preem? How are you doing? Back for another draft stream. Unfortunately, everything here from my previous 2 streams got deleted. Everything that I made to be like the producer, show who's on the clock, everything got deleted, unfortunately. So we're kind of back with the basics here. Hopefully I can get that back up and running for tomorrow. But welcome on in. Glad to have you back. Yeah, Joe Alt's a great offensive tackle, dude. Joe Alt is a great offensive tackle. That Sorry, I was looking at something, guys. I was looking at something. The New York Giants are on the clock, though. As you guys know, McCarthy, I'm going to keep saying it. I sound like a broken record. But this could be a spot for JJ McCarthy. We'll see if he goes there. Obviously, that's who I want, but oh, man. It's all good. Less things to worry about. Yeah, it is. And honestly, the past few years, I've kind of abandoned it after day 2. Like day 3, we were just watching anyway. So yeah, it is what it is. It's just kind of disappointing because of how hard I worked. Because it looks fairly simple and it looks fairly simple, but it took me kind of a couple hours to make, or not kind of, it did take me a couple hours to make a few years ago. So it sucks to lose, but yeah, and there was no time to fix it because it happened 5 minutes before the draft. So yeah, but Joe Alt, best tackle in the class, goes to the Chargers. That's a great pick, though. Honestly, he is a really good tackle. I'm just glad. Oh, the pick is in for the Giants. I'm just glad they didn't go with Malik Neighbors or Brock Bowers because I did not want to defend one of them. 1-5, that's an A. And then Marvin Harrison Jr. to the Cardinals. This is either going to be Malik Neighbors or JJ McCarthy to the Giants, in my opinion. Sounds like they're going to take Malik Neighbors, according to Schefter. But we'll see. There's JJ. We'll see. According to Schefter, sounds like they're going receiver, but could absolutely go McCarthy here. I'm nervous, though. I'm nervous. All right, here's the Giants selection. I think they're kind of zooming in. How do I like? I'm kind of conflicted on the jerseys. Oh, here comes the commissioner. I'll let you know about my thoughts on the jerseys after this selection here. Malik Neighbors, wide receiver out of LSU. That's a great pick. Here is pick number 7 with the Titans. This could be a trade up spot for the Broncos. So my thoughts on the new uniforms, Preem, are when I looked at the side by side of the old and new uniforms, I like the jerseys more than the old jerseys. I'll say that. I know it might be an unpopular opinion, but I do like the new jerseys compared to the old ones. But I'm not a huge fan of the new helmets with the stripe that goes from the back to the middle. Not a huge fan of that. Not a huge fan of the pants, but the throwbacks are elite, and those need to be the primary jerseys, in my opinion. Those need to be the primaries, in my opinion. But here are the Titans at pick 7. I'm sure they would have loved Joe Alt to be here. I'm sure they would have loved Joe Alt to fall into their laps. The Titans, could they trade back and maybe select an Olu Fashanu later, select a J.C. Latham later, and a Marius Mims later? We'll have to see. I think this could very well be a trade scenario for the Titans, and if they do trade, I'm hoping that it's going to be the Broncos coming up. That is at least my opinion. Here we go. Yeah, the throwbacks are great. The throwbacks are absolutely perfect. I wish those were the current uniforms. Home and away. Those were perfect. The new uniforms, I like the jerseys, but the pants I don't like. The helmet I don't like, but maybe they'll grow on me. Need to see a game live and I need to see a game played in those uniforms for me to develop a conclusive opinion, I think. So I think obviously my opinion can change, but yeah, to me, yeah, I don't know. Not the biggest fan of the entire uniform, like the jerseys, but if 2 out of the 3 assets aren't great, then it's, in my opinion, it's not a great uniform. But once again, I'll have to see a game played in them before I make my conclusive opinion. 4 minutes left for the Titans here at pick number 7. I'll have to wait. Okay, let me find Malik Neighbors going to the Giants here. I'm just filling in my big board of what I want. Selected him at 1, pick 6. This gets a grade of an A+ in my opinion. Here's the Titans. Or no, here's not the Titans. Here's an interview with Malik Neighbors. My fault. I think it's tough. Yeah, I don't know. The Vikings could absolutely go. The pick is in for the Titans, by the way. The Vikings could absolutely go McCarthy at 11, or they could go best player available at 11, and then take Bo Nix or Michael Penix later if they like one of the two. We'll have to see. Might just be me coping, but we'll see. Here's the Titans pick. It is officially in, and the Falcons are on the clock. Oh, they're going to a commercial break as the pick is in. I don't know. I feel like this draft is off because the commentators are like, "Will we see the first trade here with the Titans pick?" No, the it says the pick is in. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. There's something off about it. All right. We are at a commercial break. The Titans pick is in here at 7. What do they do here? I'm sure they would have loved Joe Alt to be here. Of course, he went 5 to the Chargers. So I think this could very well be Olu Fashanu, who I have ranked as my number 2 tackle, and Joe Alt and Fashanu are close. I think obviously Joe Alt is the far superior prospect, but I'm a big fan of Olu Fashanu as well. They could also decide to go Ramadunze here. Heck, they could even go Brock Bowers here if they want. I think that those are my 3 guesses for the Titans pick here. I think it's either going to be Ramadunze, Brock Bowers, or Olu Fashanu. Those are my 3 guesses. But we'll have to see, of course. We will have to see. Dude, this commercial break is so long. But yeah, so the Falcons are on the clock. This could be a spot where the Broncos move up. Absolutely. We'll have to see, though. We'll have to see. Because a jump from 12 to 8 isn't a huge jump. I mean, it's obviously it's a 4-pick jump, but I don't think it would require a future first pick to move up. I think we would need to give up our 3rd round pick, which means we wouldn't pick till the 4th, and then I think it would require like maybe one of our 5ths or something. I don't know the exact trade details, but it would be a lot cheaper to move up to 8 or 9 with the Vikings division rivals, the Bears. So we could very easily move up. So my 3 picks, like I mentioned earlier, Olu Fashanu, the offensive tackle of Penn State, Ramadunze, wide receiver out of Washington, or Brock Bowers, tight end out of Georgia. Those are my 3 guesses on who the Titans are going to select here right now. Here comes the commish. Here's the Titan selection. J.C. Latham, tackle out of Alabama. That's a good pick. I'm more of an Olu Fashanu guy, but that's a great pick. Vikings taking J.J. McCarthy. They absolutely could. Now here is the Atlanta Falcons. They absolutely could. Absolutely could. I hope you're wrong, though. I hope you're wrong. The Falcons have 4 minutes left. Yeah, so I was more of a I was more of an Olu Fashanu guy. J.C. Latham is a great tackle. I think he was my number 3 tackle. Let's see here. Positional rankings here. My offensive tackles. No, he was my number 4. Talise Fuaga was my number 3 tackle. The pick is in for the Falcons. The Broncos were not trading up yet. Which I don't know if we're trading up at all. You know, of course that's what I want, but I don't know if that's what's going to happen. The Bears are on the clock, but we'll see. Stunning pick here. The Falcons are considering a quarterback at number 8. The Falcons are considering a quarterback at 8. That is crazy. Whoa, if they, oh my goodness, if they, I don't know. Dude, that is crazy if they do go quarterback. That is crazy. But J.C. Latham, he was my, where is he? He was my 21st best player, and he's going to the Titans at 1. Pick 7. I don't hate that pick. Falcons taking McCarthy, getting that white QB. I feel like that's a majority of QB rooms, though, to be honest. They're showing Michael Penix here. The pick is in, or are we going to announce it? Come on. Come on, let's announce the pick here. We've had no trade so far today, which is crazy. Here comes the commish. Michael Penix Jr., quarterback out of Washington. Wow. I did not have Michael Penix as a first round pick or second. I had him like late second, early third. Okay, the Bears have like 4 minutes left. Bears, Chicago, please. This is where I want the Broncos to trade up. Jump Minnesota with a trade with their division rival. Take JJ here. Take him right here. I'm kind of noticing a trend here. By the way, Falcon, I know you're. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna say your name here, but I'm kind of seeing a trend here. I mean, I like DeJean. I think he'll be a solid corner, but I think he's a late first round. He's a late first round guy, early second round guy for me. Was Penix the guy with the weird elbow? No, that was Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels had that weird elbow. Michael Penix is the lefty out of Washington. I wasn't a huge fan of his because in 6 college years, he got injured in 4 years. The pick is in for the Bears, by the way. He got injured in 4 years, had 2 ACL tears and 2 surgeries on each of his shoulders. And so that injury concern scares me, and that's why I did not want Michael Penix. But the Bears pick is in here at 9. They couldn't find a trade partner. We'll see. You know, I doubt JJ's going to fall past the Vikings. That's my hope. But the GOAT's Tyler Lacey. Wasn't he got drafted last year by the Jaguars. If I believe. Yeah, he got drafted by the Jaguars last year. Here's Schefter with the injury concern. Sounds like teams aren't concerned, but I'm very concerned. Yeah, in 18 he tore his ACL, 2020 he tore his ACL, and then he had a non-throwing shoulder and a throwing shoulder surgery. But yeah, I don't think, unfortunately for me, the Broncos are getting McCarthy because we'd have to trade up with the Jets. Now maybe they want to move down a few spots, but we'll see. We'll see. It's not looking, for me at least, it's not looking good. But there's still a lot of stuff to. Oh, I had my volume on and an Airhead ad starting. Dude, Amin Ogbongbemiga is going to be future Hall of Famer. Nah, he's the GOAT though, for real. All right, here's the Bears selection. Rome Odunze, wide receiver out of Washington. So Penix's teammate goes after him, which is surprising. That's crazy to me. That's insane. And here's 10 with the New York Jets. Here at pick 10, of course, my Broncos, we acquired Zach Wilson from them. But, let's make another trade. Give up, I think we could give up a fourth or one of our fifths to trade up with the Jets here if we wanted to jump Minnesota. But we'll have to see. Or if not, we're going to probably trade down. The Jets trade the pick. The Jets are trying to pick up to the Vikings. The Minnesota just traded up, and this is going to be for McCarthy. Nick Bosa or Riley Moss. Dude, Riley Moss, Broncos legend. Nick Bosa, great player. Vikings traded up with the Jets. Yeah, it looks like McCarthy is going to the Vikings. Unless it's Bo Nix. The Vikings are selecting here at 10. Probably going to be J.J. McCarthy, but could be Bo Nix. But, we won't be giving up draft capital, but we'll be trading back. With the Zach Wilson trade, well, it was a trade for Zach Wilson, but no, because we only gave up our last pick in the draft, which was a 6th round pick. So I'm not too mad about it. It is what it is. Justin Fields will have, I think he'll be decent with the Steelers if he gets the chance, but we'll see. But the pick is in for the Falcons. I'm expecting J.J. McCarthy, so unless they decide to go Bo Nix, but I'm guessing that it is going to be J.J. McCarthy. The trade details are the Vikings get pick number 10 and pick number 203, which is, I think, the pick that we gave the Jets for Zach Wilson. And the Jets get pick number 11, 129, and 157. Oh yeah, there was a pick swap too for Zach Wilson, but we got a 7th pick, so I mean it is what it is. Not huge, but unfortunately, I'm about to be in pain if this is McCarthy, but my new target now for the Broncos is Bo Nix, and we could probably trade down to get Bo Nix. But yeah, I think this is. Yeah, McCarthy is smiling. It looks like this is where he's going to go. Looks like he's going to be a Viking. My preference now would be to probably trade down because my guess is going to be the Jets are going to select Brock Bowers at 11. And so I would want to trade down. Where's a good place to oh my goodness. I could flame you right now. Falcon, I could absolutely flame you right now. Well, I'm not gonna because I'm nice. All right, here's the commissioner for the Vikings pick. They're doing something with the military. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, here's the Vikings selection. J.J. McCarthy, quarterback out of Michigan. And now at 11, the New York Jets are on the clock. How am I feeling, SG? Well, right now I'm feeling a little bit upset and disappointed that McCarthy went, because obviously that was my guy, someone who I wanted. But you know, if it's not Sean Payton's guy, we have to trust in Sean Payton. Right now, what I'm wanting is for the Denver Broncos to trade down, most likely with the Eagles or the Steelers, pick up extra draft capital, and then select Bo Nix later in the first, or one of the scenarios where we traded down, selected a wide receiver, and then traded back into the first to select a quarterback in Bo Nix. Once the Broncos pick at 12, I have to hit the road and head home. I'll try and... Yeah, no worries, Preem. No worries, Preem. Absolutely. You're good. No worries. The Jets pick is in, by the way. The Jets pick is in. My guess is this is going to be Brock Bowers. That's my guess, personally. But... here we go. I mean, if we selected Bo Nix at 12, I wouldn't mind it, but I would definitely prefer a trade down scenario. Would you take 12? Would I take Bowers at 12 if he's available? So first of all, I think he's going here to the Jets. That's who I think the Jets are picking. But if he is available, that's tough. Because if we did select him here, we would have to try and get into the early second rounds tomorrow to draft Bo Nix, which I think we really need to draft. So it would be tough. If we could find a way to jump into the top of the second round tomorrow, I would. But if not, I think I would trade down, get some value. Because a team might pay a lot of, I guess not a lot, but a team would pay a good chunk of draft picks to potentially come up and take Brock Bowers. So I'm conflicted. I would probably trade down, get the draft capital. But yeah, we'll have to see. All right, we'll see here. The Jets pick is in, so we're on the clock. We're on the clock. Oh, by the way, I forgot to do my trade alert when the Vikings traded up, but I will say we might take Bo Nix at 12 because Williams, May, Daniels, and McCarthy, the top four off the board. My number 6 guy in Penix is off the board, and my number 5 guy, Bo Nix, is still left. So I think it is going to be Bo Nix. Here's the Jets pick. Olu Fashanu. Great pick. Offensive tackle out of Penn State. That is my number 2 tackle in this class. That is great. Okay. Here at pick number 12, the Broncos are on the clock. I am not going to be looking at the chat because I do not want to be spoiled. So any chats that come in, I will definitely take a look at it after I will look at any chats after the Broncos selection. I just do not want to be spoiled for the Broncos pick. Of course, we could very well trade down, but this might be Bo Nix here. This might be Bo Nix here. We have 5 minutes left. We got 5 minutes left, so I can still look at the chat. But as soon as I see the pick is in, I'm not looking at chat and I'm covering it up. We got 4 minutes, 45 seconds left. My guess is this is going to be the pick is in. The pick is in for the Broncos. I think this is going to be Bo Nix. I think this is going to be Bo Nix. I do. If it's not Bo Nix, it's going to be Brock Bowers. Bo Nix or Brock Bowers. Those are my 2 calls for the Broncos here. Oh, man. Oh, man. Here we go. I'm not looking at chat right now. I'm not looking at chat. I'll look at chat as soon as the Broncos pick is announced. But I have a feeling this is going to be Bo Nix, the quarterback out of Oregon. Or it could be Brock Bowers, the tight end out of Georgia. I'm surprised we're actually not trading down, though. But with all the quarterbacks going off, with Michael Penix going off earlier than people expected, with J.J. McCarthy going off the board earlier than people expected, I definitely think that Bo Nix could be the selection here. I do. Don't go to the pick. Don't go to commercial, because I feel like they always go to commercial. But I think the Raiders would have taken Bo Nix if we don't take him here. I think Bo Nix will be a Raider if he's not selected by the Broncos here. Although he's looking at his phone right now. Okay, yeah. The chat is officially covered up. We'll see. We'll see. It's either Bo Nix or Brock Bowers here. It's either Bo Nix or Brock Bowers. We are in commercial. I forgot to mention that, but here we go. Here, pick 12. Come on. Come on, commercial. Come on, get out of commercial. Get out of commercial. Get out of commercial. All right, come on. Come on, commercial break. Dude, the commercial breaks Is it just me or are the commercials taking a lot longer than last year? I feel like I feel like they're taking forever. But the commercials are I feel like I don't know. Maybe it's just my excitement and how amped I am and maybe it's just normal commercial time, but I think we're back. Okay, we're back. Oh, it's Schefter time. We've already seen 5 quarterbacks go. We're on the clock. We're on the clock, Adam. We're gonna make it. It looks like it's gonna be Bo Nix. Looks like it's gonna be Bo Nix from what Shefty just said. There's the Broncos war room. There's George Paton. There's Sean Payton. There's the scouts. The pick is in for the Broncos. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Well, they're panning to the stage right now, and the fans. I thought the commish was about to walk out. All right, here we go. Bo Nix, quarterback out of Oregon. That's our guy. It's Bo Nix. It is Bo Nix. You know, maybe a little bit high for me, but I think that's a great pick. Little high. Would have liked him in a trade back, but with how the quarterbacks went, with Penix going at 8, you had to get your guy here, and so we get our guy in Bo Nix. We got our guy in Bo Nix. Okay. Okay, Falcon. For those of you who don't know, Falcon is one of my friends in real life. I think he's just trying to be a troll right now. He's just trying to be a troll. But the Raiders are on the clock. A little early, but with how early the quarterbacks went, we had to go get our guy. His freshman year at Auburn, he looked like an elite prospect, struggled after that first year, goes to Oregon, and, you know, I like Bo Nix. I do. I really do. McCarthy was my guy, but if we had to get someone who wasn't the top 4 guys, Bo Nix was my guy, and I like the pick. I like the pick. So now the AFC West has 2 Oregon quarterbacks in Justin Herbert and Bo Nix. The Raiders pick is in. They're saying Sean Payton feels the same way about Bo Nix as he did about Patrick Mahomes in 2017. Honestly, I don't think it's going to be that much, but I don't know if he's going to be that good, but I do like Bo Nix. It's a troll to say to sign the greatest Justin the Jet Herbert. Okay. 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 A trade. All right, Preem, sounds good. Thank you for tuning in. If you can't tune in the rest of the night, no worries. Of course, I'll be live on day 2 and day 3, so tomorrow and Saturday. So, yeah, no worries. No worries at all. But, yeah, 6 quarterbacks in the first round. Caleb, Jaden, Drake, Penix, McCarthy, and Bo. That is crazy. That's crazy. According to Benjamin Albright, Benjamin Albright, Nix was the quarterback number 3 behind Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels over May and over McCarthy and over Penix. Wow, that surprises me. But Bo Nix is our guy. Here come the Las Vegas Raiders pick. Brock Bowers, tight end out of Georgia. They have Michael Mayer and Brock Bowers. Wow. Now the Saints are on the clock at 14. Wow. All right. Raiders got Bowers. Yeah, that is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. All right, guys, I'm going to go get some water. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. All right. I'm back. I'm sick, though. I thought how we were going to dodge a bullet when the Chargers passed on Neighbors and Bowers, and then the Raiders get him. That's crazy. That's crazy. But welcome to the Broncos, Bo. I just got to see some reactions to the Bo Nix pick. The Saints are still on the clock. All right. All right, guys. I'm not going to be able to see the chat real quick. I just want to see the reactions to the Bo Nix pick. All right. Saints still have 4 minutes left. 3 minutes 30 seconds. 3 minutes 30 seconds left for the Saints pick. I hope this scroll's fine, by the way. I hope it's going fast enough. All right. About 3 minutes left. I don't know what that was. 3 minutes left. But Bo Nix is a Bronco. I'm happy. I'm happy, dude. I like Bo. Obviously JJ was my guy, but I kind of knew that Caleb, Jaden, and Drake, they were going to be off the board. I had some hope that the Broncos could get JJ McCarthy, but it was also kind of like, have to trade up a lot to get him. We keep our picks for next year, and yeah. Two minutes left for the Saints. They might be trying to find a trade partner. All right. Saints pick is in. They could not find a trade partner. Let's see here. Who do they go? I forgot I kind of muted the draft. Whoops. All right. Saints selection here. I'm going to go to NFL Shop. I'm going to see if a Bo Nix jersey is available. Loki might get one just to, but I don't know what number he's going to wear. I need to kind of wait to find out what number he's going to be with Zach Wilson wearing number 10. Has there been a defensive player gone off the board yet? Caleb Williams, no. Jaden Daniels, no. Drake May, no. Marvin Harrison, no. Joe Alt, no. Malik Neighbors, no. J.C. Latham, no. Michael Penix, no. Roma Dunze, no. J.J. McCarthy, no. Olu Fashanu, no. Bo Nix, no. Brock Bowers, no. Yet all the defensive players in this draft are still available. And that's kind of how it was expected to go. A lot more of offensive skill players here. But they're talking about Leautu Lautu here. But I liked Dallas Turner more. Also, we have Bo Nix's former center and Alex Forsyth, who we drafted in the 7th round last year. Obviously, Jackson Powers Johnson was this guy this year, probably a better center, but we do got Alex Forsyth. Here is the Saints selection. Talise Fuaga. Offensive tackle out of Oregon State. That is a great pick. He was my number 3 tackle, and he was the 4th tackle taken. So that's a great pick. 15, the Indianapolis Colts are on the clock. It is a deep draft. I think in terms of overall drafts, this is one of the deeper drafts in recent memory. I remember last year and in 2022 they were kind of weaker drafts, at least in my opinion. I think this is a very strong draft class. While we wait here, I'm going to fill in my best available board. Let's see. Brock Bowers went to the Raiders, unfortunately. Went round one, pick 13. That's an A plus, unfortunately. Has Roma Dunze gone? He has gone. He went to the Bears. Here, let's just copy and paste that at round one. Pick 9, that's getting an A. JJ McCarthy went to the Vikings at pick 10 when they traded up. I liked that pick for the Vikings. Yeah, we'll continue updating this as it goes on. But the Colts are on the clock at pick 15. Who's my best defensive player? I'm going to go look at my big board here. That is Dallas Turner, the edge rusher out of Alabama. And then I also have Lautu, just ranked there. Terrion Arnold, Jared Verse, Byron Murphy. Those are kind of the guys. Let's see here. All right, here we go. Defensively, yes. Defensively, it is a deep draft. Top, I just kind of reread your message. It is a deep draft defensively, but it's kind of top heavy offensively. Two minutes 55 seconds left for the Colts here. I kind of want them to. If I had to guess, I would guess Terrion Arnold. My best corner in this draft. I know a lot of people like, or I guess a lot of people and a lot of GMs they liked Quinion Mitchell, but I was more of a Terrion Arnold guy personally. But that's again my personal opinion. All right, Colts pick is in. Here it is. What are the Colts going to select here? All right. All right. They're showing the Colts War Room now. I thought they were going to show or announce the pick because they showed the stage, but yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. So according to Benjamin Albright, I mentioned this earlier. Bo Nix was quarterback 3 on the Broncos board behind Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams. According to Adam Schefter, Denver held a private workout with Bo Nix the day after his pro day. The night before the workout, the Broncos sent Nix 3 packets of offensive play installation, and the next morning, as they were here's the pick for the Colts. I'll continue reading after this. Leautu Lautu. Leautu Lautu. An edge rusher from UCLA. And at pick 16, the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock. Okay. Back to what I was reading. According to Adam Schefter, Denver held a private workout with Bo Nix the day after his pro day. The night before the workout, the Broncos sent Nix 3 packets of offensive play installation, and the next morning, as they worked in the classroom with Nix, he crushed it per a Broncos source. The Broncos then took Nix from the classroom to the field, watched him throw for an hour, and they were convinced they had a quarterback they wanted. Bo Nix has got the smarts. His arm, not the strongest arm, but that's kind of Drew Brees-esque. I'm not saying he's going to be Drew Brees, but Drew Brees didn't have the smartest arm. He was smart with the football, was quick with his delivery, got the ball out quickly, and Bo Nix is a Bronco. 1 sec, I need to mute real quick. The best pocket passer, according to Bill Belichick. The Seahawks have 6 minutes left. We've only had one trade tonight, by the way, and that's the Vikings jumping from 11 to 10. But yeah, it was clear that Bo Nix was the Broncos guy. So you don't wait when you have your guy that you want and you think will be your franchise guy. And that's what the Broncos think they have. According to Bill Belichick, he's close to being game ready. I don't know if he'll be our week 1 starter, but I think he will be. I think he could start at some point in the season. According to Mike Kliss, Bo Nix may have been the 6th quarterback taken in tonight's draft, but he had been Sean Payton's choice for weeks. Bo was Payton's QB so much that trading back, as many suggested the Broncos should do, was too risky. Which, yeah, if you have your guy, if you have your quarterback, you don't trade out. Seahawks have about 5 minutes left with their pick. Yeah, I'm just trying to read everything that people are saying on Twitter and whatnot, but we'll see. All right, Seahawks, 4 minutes left with their selection. They're showing Laiatu Latu getting the call. Good for him. He's a great player. Or he's a great player. Great edge rusher. He was my number 2 edge rusher. There was an injury that was a little bit scary. But yeah, I mean, Laiatu Latu is a great player. Great player. Three minutes left for the Seahawks here. Seahawks with 3 minutes remaining. Yeah, Kirk Cousins must be absolutely pissed right now. Because he was shocked that they took his successor in the first round. Now, I don't think any other quarterbacks are going to go in the first round. I think my next best quarterback here, let's see here, had Caleb Drake, JJ Jaden, Bo, and Michael Penix. Those are my top 6. My next guy is Jordan Travis. So I think that there's going to be no more guys in the first. But the pick is in for the Seahawks officially. Who will the Seahawks go? I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a corner. I don't think it's going to be Quinyon Mitchell, or I don't think it's going to be Terrion Arnold. If I had to guess, maybe a pass rusher, maybe Dallas Turner, maybe Dallas Turner or Jared Verse. I could see either of those two being selected. We are currently at a commercial break waiting for the Seahawks selection. But I do think, what was my mock? I think I had, who did I have? Let's see here. Let's go mock drafts. I had the Seahawks going, well, if I can find it, J.C. Latham, offensive tackle. He's gone. So we'll see. We'll see what the Seahawks do right here. It looks like their pick's about to be announced. Here is the Seahawks selection, I believe. I believe someone is coming to the stage. Oh, I thought the pick was coming in. They're just talking at the desk right now. And defend her still today. All right, yeah, they got some. Well, I don't need to commentate them playing music in the background as they wait for the Seahawks selection. There's going to be a special presentation. Special attention or special message. It's going to be another army message. All right, here's the selection for the Seahawks. Byron Murphy, defensive tackle out of Texas, the best defensive lineman in the draft, goes here at 16 to the Seahawks. And now at pick 17, the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock. And Brian Thomas kind of fell in their lap. I think that's who it's going to be. I think it is going to be Brian Thomas Jr., the wide receiver out of LSU, going here at pick 16 to the Jacksonville Jaguars. That is who I think it's going to be. But we'll have to see. Oh, the Jaguars have traded the pick. The Jaguars trade the pick to the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings are trading up again. Their second trade up. Are they getting Brian Thomas Jr.? Are they going to get another weapon for I doubt it. I doubt it, dude. They already have Justin Jefferson, who I know they need to extend, and they have Jordan Addison. I think this might be a tackle to protect JJ McCarthy. I think it might be a tackle. And the best who's the best tackle available? For me, let's look here. Joe Alt went to the Chargers. Fashanu off the board to the Jets. Fuaga went to... Can't remember who Fuaga went to. I think he went to the Saints. Latham went early. To me, it's Amarius Mims. If they're going tackle, I would go Amarius Mims. That's who I think it's going to be. Get an offensive tackle to protect J.J. McCarthy. Let's go. Here comes the Viking selection. The pick is already in. Kirk Cousins was not given a heads up by the Falcons that they were selecting or even considering Michael Penix Jr. Yeah, he doesn't sound like he's too happy. All right, who are the Vikings selecting? Here's their pick right now. I think it's going to be Amarius Mims, the offensive tackle out of Georgia. Dallas Turner, edge rusher out of Alabama. Yeah, my best edge rusher in the class, and falls to the Vikings. They trade up, they get Dallas Turner. Great pick for them. Oh, the Jacksonville Jaguars are selecting now. It looks like it says their pick is about to come in. It looks like they accidentally messed up the graphic. I was like, okay, but the Bengals are on the clock at pick number 18. Pick number 18, the Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. The tough thing for about streaming for me is I want to go and consume as much content on our new draft pick as possible. That yeah, it's I got to finish this out strong. We're halfway through. We're getting into the 20s. The Bengals on the clock, then the Rams at 19, and the Steelers at 20. Bengals have about 5 minutes left here in the first round. Okay, they're interviewing Dallas Turner. I think Olufashano went to the Jets. I want to fix my big board, but I need to like double check everything before I finish everything, of course. All right, we're going to commercial. The ticker thing is gone in the bottom left. How much time is left? So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, okay. It's not showing how much time is left. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Bengals, I wish I could see how much time is left, but I don't there is no timer right now. All right. All right. We are still at commercial break. Commercial break. I would assume the Bengals pick would be in right now, but the Bengals pick is officially in. They added the timer back. Still at commercial. Still at commercial for the Bengals at pick 18. We're about halfway through the draft. We're just over halfway through the draft. Pick 16 with the, what was it? The Seahawks was halfway through the draft. So, yes, we're okay. We're at commercial again. They got rid of the, okay. They keep getting rid of the timer in the bottom left and adding it back. But, yeah. I will make a video on the Broncos selecting Bo Nix later today. Well, by later today, I mean tonight. So it's going to be released at probably like midnight or something. All right. Pick is in. We are officially back. We're going to find out who the Cincinnati Bengals selected here at pick number 18. The pick is in. I believe the commissioner is coming out to the draft. To the draft. Onto the stage. Well, at least they're showing the stage. I don't see the commissioner coming out. I'm trying to find my reaction to the Bo Nix pick. I want to make sure it's a good reaction because I like the pick. But I need to make sure. All right, here comes the commish. Here comes the commish here at pick 18. Amarius Mims, tackle out of Georgia. That's a great pick. Mims was my best tackle available at this point. And at 19, the Los Angeles Rams are on the clock. The Los Angeles Rams are on the clock here at pick number 19. I think I might have said 11 at pick number 19. I'm just trying to scroll through my own stream to see my reaction. Rams have about 4 minutes on the clock. Three minutes, 45 seconds. The Rams are on the clock. We've only had what are the trades? The Vikings traded up twice for JJ McCarthy and Dallas Turner, and then the who traded up? Someone traded up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. It was no, it was Minnesota. Minnesota traded up with the Jaguars. I think those are the only two trades we've had tonight, right? Yeah, there's only been two trade ups, both by the Vikings. That's kind of wild. That is kind of wild. All right. Two minutes, 20 seconds left for the Rams on the clock. One minute, 45 seconds left for the Rams at pick 19. I'm sorry I'm not going super in depth. I don't know. This draft has been weird for, I feel like, them, for the NFL, and for me. And for me. All right. The Rams pick is in. Here they come. Here they come at pick 19. Also, I did do the sticky notes thing. Like in draft day, I had JJ McCarthy no matter what. Obviously, that was my guy, but I am happy with Bo Nix. I am happy with Bo Nix. All right. All right. Here comes the Rams pick, I think. They showed the stage and then they moved away from the stage. All right, here's the pick for the Rams. I think this time they're showing the pick is in graphic again. Here's the commish. The Rams' first round pick since 2016 is absolutely wild. absolutely wild. Jared Verse, edge rusher out of Florida State. That's a good pick. I think this is who I had going to the Rams too. The Steelers are on the clock. Now, Verse is kind of, I would say, more of a physical rusher, a physical guy. You can go in more in depth of who I think this player is if you go and see my ranking series. Yeah. If you want more in depth details of these prospects, you can go watch those videos. But Jared Verse is a great player. I think that's who I had them selecting here in the first round in my mock draft. He fell to them at 19, and he falls here. Great player. Started at Albany, transferred to Florida State, and was absolutely dominant. Absolutely dominant. Verse, that's a great pick for the Rams, adding to their defensive line. Of course, Aaron Donald retired. They got Byron Young, who they drafted last year, and Jared Verse adds to that pass rush. Steelers have 6 minutes left. I had them taking Amarius Mims, tackle out of Georgia here. He is obviously gone. So I don't know how I'd feel about another offensive tackle. I've heard Patrick Paul could go in the first round. I'm not high on Patrick Paul. He's my number 11 tackle. My next best tackle is Kingsley Saimatia. That's my next best tackle. But other guys I could see going in the first round are Tyler Guyton, Jordan Morgan, and then Patrick Paul was my 11th guy. I have him below Kieran Amagaji out of Yale. But if I were to take a first-round guy here at offensive tackle for the Steelers, to me it would be Kingsley Saimatia, Tyler Guyton, or Jordan Morgan. One of those three would be who I would pick. All right. Steelers with just under 5 minutes to go here. And they're going to commercial break at the 20th pick. Steelers on the clock. The Steelers pick just went in. So Miami is on the clock. And after Miami, it's Philadelphia. And Philadelphia might get one of the top corners in this draft without having to trade up. They were interested in trading up, and they could get one of the top corners without trading up. That would be insane. That would be insane if they could do that. All right. Is it snowing right now? My cameras outside show me that it's snowing. Unless it's old. No, it wasn't snowing, but it looks a whole lot like it is. It's raining. It's supposed to rain at least. But the Steelers pick is officially in. Still at commercial, waiting for the Steelers pick to come in. The commercial breaks have been crazy long. But I do expect. Okay, I was talking a little bit earlier. I do expect the. Uh, Actually, sorry. My best tackle available is Troy Fautanu. My best tackle available is Troy Fautanu, then Kingsley Simontia, Tyler Guyton, and Jordan Morgan. But Troy Fautanu is my current best tackle, actually. So that's who I think they should go. I think they should go Troy Fautanu because I do have a first round grade on him. Kingsley Simontia is more of a second, third round guy for me. I would say probably second round. But if they want to go tackle, I'd go Troy Fautanu or Graham Barton, who I think can play tackle or guard if you want that versatility. That's why I had the Packers take it. We are officially back from commercial break here. I'm curious to see what number Bo Nix decides to wear, with 10 being taken by Zach Wilson. All right, it looks like here comes the Steelers selection. I think is that Cam Hayward next to the commish? Yeah, that is Cam Hayward. Hayward. Walter Payton Man of the Year. He's given a speech before the Steelers pick. Here's the Pittsburgh Steelers selection. I think he's going to announce it. All right, here's your Steelers selection now. Troy Fautanu, offensive tackle out of Washington. Yeah, that's my best tackle available. Yeah, I like it. I like it. The Miami Dolphins are now on the clock at pick number 21. And I expect this to be Johnny Newton, a.k.a. Jerzon Newton. Three minutes left for the Dolphins at pick 21. All right. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left for the Dolphins. Per Diana Rossini, the Texans who don't have a first round pick because they traded to the Vikings have been working the phones trying to get into the first round. Yeah, no corners have been selected, which is wild. But the pick is in for the Dolphins, by the way. But I think the Steelers definitely select one. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be right back. Right back. Alrighty. Alrighty. Here we go. Currently at commercial, Dolphins pick is in. All right. All right. We are officially back. The Dolphins pick is in. The Philadelphia Eagles are currently on the clock. All right. Dolphins pick. They're back. They're having Mel go over his best available players but we'll see. Some guys that I still like that are available, the Broncos aren't going to trade up. Like, they're not. There's no way without a second round pick. But, dude, Brian Thomas and Adonai Mitchell still being on the board, that is, to me, that's crazy. That is some good value. That is some good value. All right, here is the Dolphins. I think it's going to be Johnny, a.k.a. Jerzon Newton. Let's see. Chop Robinson, edge rusher out of Penn State. That's a good player, too. Chop's a great player. This was around the value. He was my 19th best player in the draft and goes here at 21. I think this is a great value for the Dolphins. I think this is a great value pick for the Dolphins here. Chop is a fantastic, fantastic player. Maybe isn't going to be the greatest right away, but is someone who I think has a ton of upside and could potentially be the best edge rusher in this entire class. Here at 22, the Philadelphia Eagles are on the clock. I think this has got to be a corner. Now, which corner is it? I would say Terrion Arnold. He's my best corner. But it could be Quinion Mitchell. I like Kool-Aid McKinstry too. But, it could be Cooper DeJean. What if they go Kamari Lassiter? Because we know the Eagles love Georgia players. But Chop Robinson, the 21st overall pick to the Miami Dolphins. Ugh. All right. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left for the Eagles here at pick 22. The commission is going around, but the pick isn't in. He was high-fiving some fans. Yeah, talking about the extension that A.J. Brown signed. One minute left. Just above 1 minute for the Eagles. I think we've only still had 2 trades. Both of the times the Vikings traded up. I don't think the Eagles are trading here, but they do have only a minute left. The pick is officially in for the Eagles. The Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock. I think it's going to be a corner. Which corner is it going to be? That's the question. Which corner is it going to be? That is the question. Pick is in. We're just waiting for the commish right now. Showing the Eagles war room right now. Whoops. Still waiting for the commissioner. It looks like the Jaguars just traded with the Dallas Cowboys because it's not in the ticker, but in the thing behind it, it said Dallas is next up behind the Eagles. So we'll see. We'll see. Looks like the Cowboys traded up. Here's the commish. Here is the commish. They're talking about the Global Series. I think they're talking about the Brazil game that's going to be played between the Eagles and I think the Jets. Or the Packers. The Eagles and the Packers, I think. Jordan Mailata's making a pick from his home in Australia. Quinion Mitchell, cornerback out of Toledo. My number 2 cornerback, but you know, he's a great player. But my number 1 corner was Terrion Arnold out of Alabama. Now, 23 here is the Jacksonville Jaguars on the clock. Jaguars have 4 minutes, 50 seconds on the clock. Oh, I think I misread it because Dallas is after Jacksonville. All right. Jaguars have 3 minutes, 50 seconds left. Was responding to one of your guys' comments on a video. Dude, I gotta say, I really wish we had a second round pick right now because with how the wide receivers are falling, I would love to trade up for a Brian Thomas or an Adonai Mitchell. Oh my goodness, that would be amazing. But yeah, I mean, dude, I really want Brian Thomas or Adonai Mitchell to pair up with Bo Nix, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Jaguars pick is in. I think this is going to be Brian Thomas though, but still, I really like Adonai Mitchell. I really like Adonai Mitchell. All right, Jaguars pick is in. Looks like the announcement is coming. I mean, at least I hope it is. The pick is in for the Jag. Well, we'll see if the the commission is coming to the stage. I thought he was. Thought he was. All right, here's the Jaguars selection. The Jacksonville Jaguars select Brian Thomas Jr., wide receiver out of LSU. That's a great pick. That's a great pick. Now the Dallas Cowboys are on the clock. Dude, but I really like Adonai Mitchell. I really like Adonai Mitchell. But I just don't think the Broncos would get him, unfortunately. Dallas has 5 minutes on the clock. But yeah, there have not been a lot of trades. I thought we would have had more trades than the two, than just two. That's crazy. Man, my eyes are starting to hurt. I might have to put on some blue light glasses. I'm actually, let me do this. Pull up the, we're going to pull this up. We're going to do, there we go. The Broncos, there we go. All right. 3 minutes, 27 seconds left for the Cowboys. I think we're going to commercial again. Yeah, commercial. Commercial. I'm watching the interview Sean Payton did on the Pat McAfee show right now. Mm-hmm. 1 minute, 30 seconds left for the Dallas Cowboys pick. It is still not in. 53 seconds left for the Cowboys. We'll see if they get their pick in or are they trying to trade it. "30 seconds for the Cowboys. I feel like they're trying to trade this pick here. But we'll see. The pick is officially in for the Cowboys. They did not trade it, which has been a rarity tonight to see a trade. All right. We're back. The Cowboys pick is in. The Packers are on the clock. Oh, trade alert. Oh, the Cowboys trade the pick to the Detroit Lions. They did trade it. They did trade it. Who are the Lions going to select here? You know, I said last year I didn't like the Lions first round, but I was absolutely proven wrong. So, yeah, we'll see what the Lions do this season. All right, here's the Lions selection. They're saying Terrion Arnold. I wouldn't mind that. He's my CB1. He's my cornerback number 1. All right. Well, the commissioner's still not walking out yet. Lions pick is still in. Commish still is not out yet. We'll see. I'm just waiting right now for. All right, I think the commission's coming out now based on the camera that they're doing, but who really knows at this point? Who really knows? The commissioner is bringing out a group apparently. Terrion Arnold. Corner out of Alabama. Cornerback out of Alabama. Going to the Lions. That's a great pick. My number one corner. My number one corner goes off the board at 24. That is crazy. And now the offensive players were a lot more valuable, but, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's a great pick, great value there for the Lions at pick 24. Selecting Terrion Arnold. The Green Bay Packers are on the clock at 25, followed by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 26 and the Arizona Cardinals at 27. I forgot to do my trade alert again. By the way, Packers though have 8 minutes. Jeez, that's a while, dude. I feel like it was a little bit shorter with the trade, or it should be a little bit shorter. But I don't know. That's just me. The pick is in for the Green Bay Packers. I had them going Graham Barton here in my mock draft, so we will have to see. Pick is in for the Cowboys. Buccaneers are on the clock. Then the Falcons are up next. We'll see. Just waiting for the commission to come out for the Packers pick. All right. All right. Terrion Arnold was getting interviewed, and they're booing because the Packers are on the clock. All right, Packers pick is in. We'll see if the commission's coming out. Feel like it's been uh, forever in between picks, but that's just me. That's just me. I think they're going to commercial. What the heck happened to the draft screen? I was just doing things subconsciously. And yeah. All right, the pick is in for the Packers. Here's the Packers selection. Yeah, Packers are hosting next year at Lambeau. Jordan Morgan, offensive tackle out of Arizona. Um, I mean, I liked him, but I had Kingsley Saimatia over him. Yeah, I had Kingsley Saimatia and Tyler Guyton over him. Those were the two I had over. I mean, Jordan Morgan's a great tackle, but a little bit of a reach, in my opinion, for the Packers. But I feel like that's not really a shocker at this point. But at 26, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the clock. In the Cardinals are on the clock, followed by the Bills. All right. Pick is in for the Buccaneers. Kirk Cousins and his camp are frustrated by the Falcons picking Michael Penix Jr. as they didn't use that pick to help the team in 2024 pre-ESPN. They are unhappy that they picked Kirk Cousins' replacement before he ever played a snap there. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. I do not blame him. Still at commercial. We are almost done with the night. We got Tampa Bay here at 26. Then we got Arizona at 27. Buffalo at 28. Who's at 29? I think it's the Cowboys, right? It's the Cowboys, maybe. It's the Cowboys or the Ravens, and then the Niners and Chiefs. All right, we're back. Getting ready for the Buccaneers pick. Six quarterbacks, the fewest overall picks, 12 for the six quarterbacks selected in NFL draft history. 14 straight offensive players selected, longest streak at any point. Jeez, that's crazy. That is kind of crazy. Honestly. Waiting for the Bucks pick right here. Up next is the Card. Well, oh, I'm confused. I'm trying to look at like the screens in the background for the people who are there, and I'm just a little bit confused. All right, pick is in. It's showing the graphic, the floating graphic. We'll see if the commish is coming out right now. All right, here comes the commissioner for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers selection. Here's the Buccaneers selection. Graham Barton, center out of Duke. Now, I had him as a guard, and he played tackle too. But, yeah, he can play any position on the offensive line. He can play center, he can play guard, or he can play offensive tackle. I like him as that versatile lineman who can play pretty much anywhere. Here at 27, the Arizona Cardinals are on the clock, and they have their pick in. They selected Marvin Harrison Jr. earlier. Not going to go receiver here, so Adonai Mitchell is going to keep falling. Who would the Cardinals go here? They already got their receiver. Huh. I'm interested. Could it be? I don't like any of the tackles. I mean, Patrick Paul could be the guy because there's been rumors that he'll be a first round pick, and then there's also what's it? Kingsley Saimatia out of BYU, and then Tyler Guyton for offensive tackles. That's kind of I don't know. That's kind of where I see him going. Maybe they go defense. Maybe they go Kool-Aid McKinstry, get another corner. I don't hate that. Don't hate that. The Cardinals selected Darius Robinson, edge rusher out of Duke. I liked Darius Robinson out of Missouri. Or I might have said Duke, out of Missouri. Edge out of Missouri. Um, I liked him, but as a first round pick, I'm not sure. But the Bills are officially on the clock. This is probably where Adonai Mitchell goes. I really like Adonai Mitchell, but there's no way he falls to the Broncos in the third round. There's just no way. Bills have 3 minutes remaining with their pick. Bills have 2 minutes, just above 2 minutes remaining on the clock. They're interviewing Darius Robinson right now, and the Buffalo Bills have 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock. Could the Bills be trading this pick? Maybe, maybe not. Oh, the Bills are trading the pick to the Chiefs. Bills, haven't you learned that when you traded with the Chiefs, the good things don't happen? The pick is in for the Chiefs, by the way, which is expected if they're trading up. Don't you know when you traded the 10th overall pick to get Mahomes? But they're on the clock, followed by Dallas, followed by Baltimore, followed by the Niners, followed by the Bills, who are picking last tonight. All right, one sec. I'll be right back, everyone. All right. I don't know if my friend who's a Bills fan is too happy about them trading the pick to the Chiefs, but the trade, the Chiefs get a first round pick, number 28 overall, a fourth round pick, and a seventh round pick, and the Bills get the pick 32, a third round pick, and a seventh round pick. Interesting. I don't know if I would have given them a fourth round pick to move up with you. I know you're getting a third round back, but I don't know about that one. I don't know. I mean, I guess the value is a little bit lower here at the end of the first, but still at commercial break waiting for the Chiefs. UFL, they're giving it, well, okay, now we're back. It was a UFL commercial. All right, here comes Adam Schefter. All right. Here's the Chiefs selection. Oh, this is cool. I think it's a Make-A-Wish selection. Xavier Worthy. Wide receiver out of Texas. Fastest man in the draft, but he does have some problems with his hands and catching the football. And now the Dallas Cowboys are on the clock. All right, Cowboys pick is in. Then we got Baltimore, San Francisco, and Buffalo. Those are the final 3 picks after Dallas here. All right. All right, Cowboys pick is in. All right, here's the Cowboys selection. Tyler Guyton, tackle out of Oklahoma. I think that's who my best tackle was. That was best tackle remaining on the board, not my best tackle in this draft. And the Baltimore Ravens are on the clock, followed by the Niners and then the Chiefs. All right, the Ravens are on the clock. Although it's saying 10 minutes right now, so I feel like okay. No, they didn't trade it. The pick is in, which means the Niners are officially on the clock. Ravens pick is in. I'm trying to be super. It's hard to be entertaining right now when there's no one to talk to. I'll be honest, but I don't really care. I love doing this anyway. Um, but yeah, the Ravens here at pick 30. All right, saying they're gonna take a corner in Cooper DeJean or in Nate Wiggins. I would take Kool-Aid McKinstry, but all right, let us fill in my official big board of where players went. Olufashanu, I believe, is a Jet, right? I think he's a Jet. I'm actually gonna just wait here until we finish the first round, and then I'll finish it later. And tonight I'll do my best remaining players for the draft, and then we'll do grades later and whatnot. Here's the Ravens pick, the commission isn't coming out, but the Ravens are on the clock, or their pick is in. The Niners are on the clock, and then the Bills, and then we are done with the first round of the 2024 NFL Draft. They're talking about Cooper DeJean like he's the pick, like he's already the pick. I mean, we don't know yet. We don't know. Come on, commish. Here's Roger Goodell with the Ravens pick. Nate Wiggins, cornerback out of Clemson. Now, the San Francisco 49ers are on the clock. They have 5 minutes left, and the Bills are closing out their first round, and then the second round tomorrow starts with the Carolina Panthers, because of course they should have had the first overall pick, but they traded it to the Bears for Bryce Young. Four minutes, 45 seconds left for the 49ers on their first round pick. Is Adonai Mitchell really going to slip out of the first round? That would be insane to me. Going to commercial, of course we are. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left for the Niners. Dude, I really like Adonai Mitchell. I wouldn't mind trading our third, our fourth, whatever. Not a future pick, not like a future first or future second. I wouldn't do that, which, I mean, it might cost that, but if it doesn't, I would love to trade up here with the Niners at 31 or with the Bills at 32. Probably would have to be here with the Niners and select Adonai Mitchell to give Bo Nix a weapon. I I love Adonai Mitchell. I think he's a great player. Now there might be a little bit of character concerns that have come out, but I don't know him personally, so I'm not going to judge off the character concerns. About 2 minutes left for the Niners. $2.25 left for the Niners. For the 49ers. There officially is 2 minutes remaining for the 49ers. The pick is in for the 49ers. Took a while. Wonder if they were looking for a trade, but Niners are on the clock. Niners pick is in. The Bills are on the clock for the final pick of the first round this year. And then we're going to move on to day 2 tomorrow with the Panthers kicking it off. All right. All right, we're coming back. We're about to see the Niners pick and then the Bills pick. They're showing the additions and the departures for the 49ers. I think they're just waiting for the commissioner at this point. They're talking about offensive tackle. This makes me think that's where Patrick Paul's going to go. Again, I'm not super high on Patrick Paul as the NFL, but he is saying he was expected to go late first round, and this is late first round, obviously. Can't get much later except for the next pick with the Bills, but I think they're going to be going receiver there. But the pick is in for the San Francisco 49ers. All right, here's the selection for the San Francisco 49ers. The San Francisco 49ers select Ricky Pearsall. Wide receiver out of Florida. I like Ricky Pearsall, but as a first-round receiver over Adonai Mitchell, over Ladd McConkey, I don't know about that. I do not know that. But we are in the final pick of the first round with the Buffalo Bills here. The final pick, the Bills have 6 minutes. I don't think they're going to trade again. I think they're going to take their guy here. I think they're going to take a receiver. We'll see. My guess would be Adonai Mitchell here for the Bills. Let's see. Who did I have over Pearsall? I mean, I liked Pearsall, but if we go to my wide receivers, he was my wide receiver 13. I had Jalen Polk, Roman Wilson, Ladd McConkey, Keon Coleman, Troy Franklin, Xavier Legette, and Adonai Mitchell all over him. I mean, I can't believe Adonai Mitchell is still available. Oh, the Panthers just traded up. The Panthers just traded into the final pick of the first round. The Carolina Panthers are on the clock. We're going to see who they pick. Probably a receiver. My guess would be Adonai Mitchell. All right. Just under 5 minutes. 4 minutes, 50 seconds left for the Panthers. A big point is that Bo Nix does have his center Alex Forsyth with him here. Not this past season, but 2 seasons ago, which will be nice. All right. The final pick of the first round is in for the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers get the 32nd overall pick and a 6th round pick, and the Bills get the next pick, which is the 33rd overall pick, the first pick in the 2nd round, and a 5th round pick. So they essentially pick up a 5th and lose a 6th and move down 1 spot. All right, here's the Carolina Panthers selection. Let us see who it is. My guess is a receiver to help Bryce Young. I would take Adonai Mitchell. I think Adonai Mitchell is a stud, and I don't know why people are so low on him. All right, come on. Let's get the commission. Let's lock in this final pick. We're going to log off the stream, and then I'll be making some videos on my best of players available and my rankings of the first picks, ranking of the first round picks. Now, here's the Panthers. All right. Panthers pick is in, just waiting for the commish. All right, here's the commish, the final pick of the the first round. Xavier Legette, wide receiver out of South Carolina, which they're staying in state with Carolina, and they get Bryce Young some help. But I liked I liked Adonai Mitchell better. I think he's probably my best player available still. I'll have to go and look at it. But yeah, I think Adonai Mitchell's my best player available. I'm gonna get off of here real quick. I got a lot of videos to make. I'm gonna sit back, relax, go eat some grub, and yeah, I'm gonna make some videos on ranking the first round, maybe, and then we're gonna be going over my best players available for tomorrow, and then we're also gonna be making my thoughts on the Bo Nix pick, which, by the way, I love.